The message arrived on a quiet Tuesday. Humanity had only been part of the Galactic Council for 8 standard years when the verdict came down: exile. Captain James Reed stood at the viewport of the Defiance Earth's diplomatic vessel, watching as the Council fleet surrounded his ship. Their stated reason, humanity's dangerous unpredictability, was a diplomatic veil for the truth. Humans had grown too quickly, learned too eagerly, and questioned too persistently. "They've given us 30 days to withdraw all human presence from Council space," said Admiral Tanner, her weathered face illuminated by the holographic notification. "All trade agreements and technology exchanges are void." Reed's knuckles whitened as he gripped the railing. "They fear us." "They should," Tanner replied, dismissing the notification with a wave of her hand. "Summon the ambassadors. It's time to go home." Earth received the news with grim resolve. The initial shock soon hardened into determination. "They've made a critical error," Director Lee told the assembled United Earth Council. "We've already reverse-engineered most of their technology and improved it." Projected behind her was the blueprint for Project Phoenix, a massive multi-generational plan that would transform humanity's exile into the foundation of something greater. "The Council races have grown complacent, dependent on each other. We will forge our own path." The vote was unanimous. 10 years later, Reed, now Admiral Reed, commanded the explorer vessel Horizon as it approached a star system far from Council space. The planets here were rich in resources the Council had never bothered to claim. "Perfect," he said as the scans came in. "Begin establishing the mining outpost." "Standard protocol." His second-in-command, Commander Wilson, reviewed the data. "This could become our 8th fully operational colony within 3 years." Reed nodded, and none of them on the Council star charts. The human expansion proceeded methodically, carefully. Each new world chosen not for ease of habitation, but for strategic value. The Council had expected humans to falter without their guidance, to beg for readmission under stricter terms. They didn't understand humanity at all. 25 years into exile, the first signs of Council curiosity appeared. Captain Mirapatel intercepted an unmarked probe at the edge of the Ross 317 system, one of humanity's thriving industrial centers. Council design, she confirmed, examining the disabled device in her ship's lab, but older tech. "They're using outdated equipment to spy on us." "Let them look," ordered Fleet Command, "but make sure they only see what we want them to see." The human territories, now informally called the Terran Alliance, had expanded to 37 systems. But the Council probes were shown only 17, carefully selected to demonstrate moderate growth, but nothing that would trigger alarm. Behind this facade, humanity's true empire flourished. 50 years after exile, the Council sent their first official delegation. Admiral Reed, now in his 70s and sporting a beard gone white with age, represented Earth alongside President Garcia. "We're pleased to re-establish communication," said the Alderaan representative, his blue-tinged skin wrinkling in what passed for a smile among his kind. "The Council has been impressed by your resilience." "Surprise is the word you're looking for," Reed replied flatly. "You expected us to collapse without your markets and technology." The Council representatives shifted uncomfortably. "Perhaps there was a miscalculation," the Alderaan admitted. "We've come to propose limited trade agreements. Certain Council worlds are experiencing resource shortages that your mining operations could alleviate." President Garcia leaned forward. "And what do we gain from this arrangement?" The answer was precisely what humanity had anticipated. The Council's technological development had stagnated, while humanity, driven by necessity and unburdened by bureaucratic restrictions, had innovated rapidly. They needed human ingenuity now. The negotiations lasted months, but Earth's representatives never revealed their full hand. The Council delegates never learned that the limited human territory they were shown represented less than 30% of humanity's true expansion. When the agreements were finalized, humanity had secured something unprecedented: access to Council space without Council oversight. "They still think they hold the power," Reed told Garcia as they watched the Council ships depart. "Let them believe that." Garcia nodded. "How long until Phase 3? "Another decade, perhaps less. Our deep space intelligence suggests the Council races are beginning to fracture internally. They need our resources more than they're admitting. 75 years after exile, the balance of power shifted decisively. The Alderaan Confederation, once the dominant Council race, formally requested a military alliance with Earth following a border dispute with the Merrick Collective. Other Council races soon made similar overtures. Admiral Maya Reed, granddaughter of the now legendary James Reed, presented the Terran Alliance's response to these requests. "We will consider individual alliances," she announced to the desperate Council representatives, under specific conditions. Those conditions effectively dissolved the Galactic Council's unified authority. Earth would deal with each former Council race independently, extending protection only to those who accepted human leadership in the new interstellar framework. One by one, they agreed. 100 years after exile, humanity presided over the largest unified interstellar government in known space. The former Council races had become member states in what was now called the Terran Confederation. On the centennial of Earth's exile, a monument was unveiled in the plaza outside the Confederation headquarters in Geneva. It depicted a phoenix rising from flames, with the names of every human who had worked to transform humanity's exile into triumph. At its base, a simple inscription read, "They meant it as punishment. We made it our opportunity." The exile that was meant to contain humanity had instead unleashed it, proving once again the truth that the Council had feared from the beginning. Never underestimate humans when their backs are against the wall.